Last season we finished third at Italy. I don't remember if it actually rained. It doesn't really matter what control electronics we use. Alright, Bink. Play listo. Yeah, it looks like I just screwed it up in the dry. I was just curious about the direction and why we finished third last season, and it looks like it was just mistakes. It's actually kind of why I've turned the downforce package up a little bit to, you know, discourage mistakes. Yeah, Belgium had that corner going into the back straight that was kind of awkward for a controller. Although with the higher downforce package, maybe it's easier. I just need to get out of my early career mode mindset because things are a little bit different with a fully upgraded car. Sixteen six. So there's something to the idea that there's a little bit more speed and higher downforce. Although it's possible I did go faster in my later qualifying sessions too. Alright, let's keep going. Probably going to see some medium tire runs. Okay, never mind. We were not.
To view information on your current
Calder on Planks a 17.8, which we shouldn't have any trouble with. in Belgium again in this year's game, I might experiment with higher downforce packages. This car gets thrown around at some high speed. Sometimes you need a little bit more ride height and downforce just to be able to control it all.
Remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying.
$16.9. Yeah, it didn't feel as tidy. One of those things. Alright, save a set of soft tires. Who knows for what, but we'll save them. 17.8 again. Again, I should have no real issue topping it. I did kind of a lap and I did a 16.9. Let the Renault get out there. Actually, I want to keep Gasly behind us. It's going to get a little bit difficult to space if we just start letting everybody by. Yeah, that pop in.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
A little bit of a cautious line through there. We need to get through that. Would not try to necessarily do it as quickly as possible. $16.4, which should be safe. I don't think anyone was going to threaten that, but you never know. The auto gen gets kind of crazy.
And with qualifying complete,
but it does hold.
Let's review our top three today. Williams, Calderon, and Charles Leclerc. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Does hold. Mm. All right. Now we just need to try to convert this into a win, unlike last season.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
All I need to do is just not lose my head, basically. The race was so long ago, I forget exactly what happened, but I kind of parsed through my video of it, and there wasn't any rain, so it was something else.
It's time for the Italian.
It didn't look like there was any rain anyway.
Here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. With top speeds up to 215 miles per hour and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Williams. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Williams lines up on pole position, and Tatiana Calderon completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Perez, Valtteri Bottas, and Kvyat, Gasly, Albon, Ocon. They've taken a grid penalty, and Max Verstappen, Ricciardo, Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, and Giovinazzi, Norris, Stroll, George Russell, and Kevin Magnussen, Latifi, De Vries.
It's not completely unheard of, because McLaren's colors look like they're a little bit different.
Talented drivers will come out on top today.
Her suit colors.
The team are expecting a lot after your podium last race. Concentrate on getting into the points and push on from there.
Yep, just fly.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Calderon didn't want to let us back by. So what does that tell you? She gets a better start than us.
Expected. No rain expected for the time being.
We're going to need to be quick to get off the line and get onto our dials for extra ERS and the like. This should pretty easily be a ZPR day.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Of course, if we get off the line badly, all bets are off. But we'll see. It's a really long run up too, so we need to get the launch right. Alright, let's we'll watch the start from the onboard here from I just hold line because she's not. Don't really see anything else. Our next challenge, should we want to take it, is to break slipstream. Probably our best chance here is getting off of that corner really quick. Leaving Calderon behind is not going to be easy. She's going to hang on as hard as she possibly can. There we got a lot of purple. Alright, let's start pulling away.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Once we're on a DRS, pulling away gets a lot easier. Let's run a slipstream in DRS rather. Because that actually does give the cars behind a really big boost.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Overdone a little bit. Overcooked it. So DRS won't be broken, just quite yet. We had it and then we slipped off the track. Alright, we gotta be careful. A little slip. We're gonna lose a couple of tenths. I'm really starting to have trouble with that. And now I see why I struggled. It is a tough corner. Little slide, nothing too serious. As we were saying, just get through that corner is the it's the most important thing.
We're leading our teammate by 2.0 seconds.
Tire wear isn't even that bad. I mean, really, it's not. I think we're about 90% tire wear factor. That probably adds up on the AI. Adds up as watching the AI just start to really struggle. Yeah, we just have to start getting that right, and then it should be okay. I've got me coming in at about 9 laps.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
I do need to be a little careful. Because if I pit too early, I can actually hurt my own cause. So we might go a little bit longer. I think, let's check the race director. Yeah, everyone's on soft. So we shouldn't end up hurting our own cause, but you never really know. This back corner might actually be easier if we are not burning our overtake heading into it. So instead, I'm thinking here on the front straight and after the first chicane, we'll just burn all our overtake energy.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, copy that.
Yeah, that works for me. Going into the mediums on like lap 12 instead. With the luxury to react to the AI. The funny thing is, lap 12 is actually kind of what I was planning.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Alright, our projection now is coming out in 11th. Tires are being well cared for at this point. Alright, now we're projected to come out into 10th. Yeah, that becomes a lot easier to take when we're not running overtake going into it. So we basically just burn our ERS on the front straight here.
Approaching the pit window.
And like the first third of the lap, basically. Done a pretty good job getting the car out of undercut range too. So that feels good. And while our strategy has changed, I don't think Calderon's will change very much.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
So Calderon may well be pitting here sometime before us. Not yet, actually. I am kind of looking for the AI to blink first. So if they don't, that could be kind of an issue. We'll see.
We ought to pit this lap, so push now.
Teammates pitting.
Runner is coming in for a stop.
And pretty much everyone else too, except for Perez. I wouldn't be surprised if they pit on this lap. They won't go too much further. We'll burn our ERS now. We're going to be pitting, so we're not going to need it. We're going to come out ahead of Verstappen. But behind Bottas, assuming nobody pits, which they all pitted. So we're in very good shape.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
So I got a bit of a race reset going on. So we have fresher tires in a situation where the AI is probably pretty likely to burn through tires more than we are. Always feels good. I'm going to turn up the engine and go for a fastest lap. Purple sector. Feels good, man.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Oh, boo. To about a half second, and I'll let go a little bit. Oh no!
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
I'll be really careful about that. Actually quite annoyed we were on a fastest lap flyer and the game basically took it away. race control, essentially.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Alright guys, hit it. We are approaching an AlphaTauri at a rapid rate of knots. He quickly gets out of the way, Magnussen. I am appreciative. I'll probably take a couple cracks at this, actually. Probably. All right, let's keep on. Cook the tires pretty good here. Nail a purple sector. Alright, we got the fastest lap. I was coming out of the mix. Coming out of rich mix, but I should have left the overtake on.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Yeah, fuel usage is actually pretty good. Kind of strange here of all places that we're actually getting pretty good fuel usage. Given that this tends to be one of the hardest tracks on the engine.
Tatiana is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 12.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:20.7.
We're in a pretty good groove.
There's static over the radio. Say again. Tatiana behind. The gap behind us is 13.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:20.4.
I think we're going a little bit quicker than that at the moment. I think we are somewhere in the low 20s. Lower than 20.4. Yeah, and then if you run that curve, you need to let off the accelerator, and then you can do it. That's kind of in the interest of avoiding catastrophe on my part. Alright, we're a little bit slower actually.
Repeat that. There's interference. Tatiana is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 12.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:20.4.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent. So we need to be going faster than 20.4 to essentially gain. $19.6. Great time. Great time. Yeah, if you know you're going to mount that curb on the back straight, you just need to not be accelerating when you do. You're not on the throttle. You'll lose a little bit of time, but you won't catastrophically crash the car at least. It's a matter of knowing you're about to make a mistake, essentially. This corner right here. You have to be careful about the throttle when you're going over those curbs. Yeah, we've got about 14 seconds now, so we're plenty safe to make sure we don't, screw it up.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Positional change.
Tatiana behind. Our gap behind is 14.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 10 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 20.4.
And the lap time isn't changing. Which is very, very interesting. Hold on. Just need a little drink. Just a little bit of a drink. I like a handful of laps left now. And we're 3/10 quicker overall. Yeah, this one's more pleasant than last season for sure. Funny thing is, well, I kind of know my mistakes that I made last season. A lot of them would come from this corner up here. I've set myself up to be able to make mistakes on that corner a little bit better, for it to not hurt as much. But still, I did make a mistake or two on that, so it's not... I pulled about 3 seconds out early on and kind of gave the lead back when I slipped on there. Driver behind.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
We'll see if we can't check it on the back straight here. Be the least distracted there.
Say again, you're breaking up. Tatiana is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 14.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:19.9.
Okay, she's speeding up a little bit. It does feel like the AI saves their energy towards the very end. And we slowed way down there.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
The AI does kind of charge towards the end. So starting the finish, but then their middle is just very weak, generally anyway. I have enough fuel to do this on Rich. So we're gonna see if we can't make a move towards fastest lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Probably not, but we'll see.
The There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Tatiana behind. The gap behind us is 12.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 14 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 19.0.
Yeah, this is where that magic pace is going to form for her to get fastest lap. Which is kind of annoying. We'll see. She might already be kind of at max pace.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Still, we easily won. I was going to turn the engine down. We're nowhere near fastest lap pace. Pretty easy win, and Calderon just trying to steal back fastest lap.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
I mean, if they're going to hold back pace like that, what can you do?
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
One, two, finish.
Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed.
All right, fastest lap held.
Championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most.
We've probably got the constructors wrapped up.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright. Good win. We kind of kept our mistakes in check and just
The fans really seem to enjoy that.
into the wall. Balls to the wall, as they say.
Top two positions. Is it safe to say you're a winning combination?
Yeah, we're winning combination.
Do you think that your close rivalry has helped you out this season? How do you think this team will be feeling after that result? How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium?
Proud. I'm proud. I've never chosen the threat option,
Well, that's
which
everything.
I'm going to be threatened by my teammate on a team I own. There's really no reason for it. One more rivalry, maybe? Yeah, these acclaims don't move very much anymore. Cassandra and X4 MiG, which I've got to replace on the car. See, corporate customization liveries. Cassandra and X4 MiG. Looks good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, look at those finance numbers just kind of peaking. Yeah, you can see, like, here's year one. We became like a top contender, but I was definitely upgrading throughout. And then we just kind of like splashed, and from here we basically upgrade everything. So the cash is just surging from here. Yeah, there's not really much you can do with it. Once you've upgraded everything, you can only really spend it on like contracting another driver. I'll load up the next race weekend before we call it a day here. Just to see what things look like. Singapore wouldn't surprise me if we get some rain somewhere in the on the wayside. Qualifying in the race looked good. Sometimes just getting a dry race is tough. All right. Actually, before I forget, let's switch the components back for practice. Alright guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to hit the follow button one time, or sub, like, and share on the YouTube side of things. And yeah, take care guys. Till next time, we'll be seeing you. Take care. Later on guys.